Let me give you some advice.
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 The journey of fatherhood is challenging, it's confusing, and maybe even scary. Be proactive. Get prepared. Approach this challenge with the confidence that makes it look like you knew what you were doing all along, even though you probably feel clueless today.
Approaching fatherhood is a bit like approaching an unfamiliar bridge. You may be lost, wondering, how did I get here? What's on the other side? It may seem as if you are driving through the fog, with one headlight out, and you fear what's under the bridge, and aren't even sure you want to know what's on the other side.
You don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going, and you cannot see far ahead of yourself. But you know there is no choice but to continue on.
The AMANI Quick Guide for Fathers will clear the mist and illuminate the path. In the book, you're going to uncover a whole new perspective on the husband's role.
You're going to gain some tips to supporting your wife in ways you didn't even imagine. You'll learn about proper pregnancy nutrition and exercises, and how you can encourage your wife to grow a healthy baby.
You'll discover how to help her prepare for the most physically challenging event of her life.
You will find your place in the birth room and carry a toolbox of labor relief techniques that will give you the skills to assist your wife through the most intense parts of labor, where she will depend first on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then on you to see her through.
You will learn about the history of medical practices and be able to sort through your choices, make an informed decisions with your wife with confidence that together you know what's best for your family.
This book is a little push forward that will impart life skills, not the least of which is how to truly be present for your wife and family, and will empower you to have the intelligent conversations with your medical care providers. Conversations that demonstrate knowledge, determination, and result in respect of your wishes, and turn the birth of your child into the most empowering event of your life.
In Quran, it is revealed that men are the maintainers and protectors of women. In this book, you will gain the insight you need to really live that ayah in your day-to-day life, with specific focus on what might probably be the biggest day of your life, the birth of your child.
This book is a guide, no, a map, that most men before you have never had. You don't have to be lost anymore. Take a look, clear the fog. Use this map to plan your path ahead and inform your journey.
You can go through the whole guide quite quickly. It's fairly short. It's to the point and delivers focused information that you need to make informed decisions with your wife. Don't be fooled. Pregnancy, labor, and birth may seem like things that as a man you can do nothing about. However, that isn't true.
There's actually quite a bit you can do. In fact, the father's role is pivotal, and if approached correctly can make a huge difference to your wife and your child, and indeed your marriage.
This book will take you through the process from a man's perspective, revealing what you can do through the 9 months of pregnancy to support your wife and relieve much of the stress she might otherwise face alone.
It will deliver the knowledge and information you need to navigate the medical system and stay by her side to the most miraculous event any human can partake in, bringing forth a human life. Not just any human, your very own tiny human, your son or daughter, who will forever change your life.
Supporting your wife on this journey, rather partnering with your wife, and satisfying your role as protector will fulfill you as a husband, father, and a man, and bring you pride and joy that you cannot even imagine today.
Open the pages of your mind. Soak in every little detail. Every bit will bring this journey to life, making it more tangible, more accessible to you, and leave with the perspective of satisfying your wife that goes far beyond the attainment most men in your shoes will ever experience.
It's here in these pages at your fingertips.
It's here in these pages at your fingertips.
Human beings are curious in nature, yet fearful of the unknown. You're not alone, and every father before you will have crossed this bridge in one way or another.
The difference is that in these pages of the quick guide for fathers, you have access to knowledge, and knowledge is power.
By embracing it, you will open a whole new world of possibilities and reach your destination ready for whatever comes next.
You will look back on this journey as if you knew what you were doing all along. And the truth is, you did, because you stepped up. and you apply what you learned in the AMANI Quick Guide for Fathers.